Hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Okay. Let's do it. First, let's review the words. This and this. Okay. Proclaim. Proclaim. Proclaim means to announce something officially, usually related to something positive. So you can say something like, the lawyer proclaimed her innocent. To announce something publicly or officially, especially something positive, the lawyer is going to proclaim her client's innocence. Good. Ambiguity. Ambiguity is something that contains multiple meanings so that you can interpret in some ways. So you can say, my role at work is ambiguity, and it demotivates me. The fact of something having more than one possible meaning and therefore possibly causing confusion, similar to vague but open to multiple interpretations. The ambiguity of my role at work really demotivates me. I think that's good. Contemporary. Contemporary means living in the same era or same period of time. So you can say, this person is contemporary with that person. Is he a contemporary of Shakespeare's? In terms of means talking about. So you can say in terms of money, I am better off with my current job. This describes which particular area of a subject you are discussing. In terms of money, I was better off in my last job. Good. Classify. Classify means to categorize something or announce something publicly. So you can say, I classified. This shelf is classified by category. Something like that. To officially state that the information is secret. Classified. This one is right, but this one I was not quite right. Amplify. Amplify means to empower something. So you can say, this speaker amplify the sound to make something louder or stronger. Social media amplifies the influence of celebrities a lot. Subsequently means afterwards. So you can say I'm going to home and subsequently I am going to sleep. After something else, afterward, then I missed the bus and subsequently I arrived late for the meeting. In spite of in spite of means in regard to. In spite of, you can say in spite of the how can I say this? In spite of customers, in spite of employees' need, we are going to incorporate remote work system. Despite used before one fact that makes another fact surprising. そっか。Johnny is friendly and talkative guy in spite of his appearance. Ooh. Procession. Oh, I have no idea. Procession. The line of people who are all walking or traveling in the same direction, especially in a formal way, as part of a religious, contemporary, or public celebration. The wedding procession. The line of people who are all walking or traveling in the same direction, especially in a formal way, as part of a religious ceremony or public celebration. Okay. Throughout means entire or throughout. Entire. You can say I was focusing on basketball throughout my high school days, in every part or during the whole period of time. I focused more on club activities than study throughout my high school days. Branch out. Branch out means to try to do something different than usual. So you can say, let's go to that new restaurant for lunch to branch out. Or our company is going to branch out to international market. To start to do something different from what you usually do, especially in your job. Our company plans to branch out into international markets. Let's branch out from the usual restaurants and try something new for lunch. Okay, last one. Constructive. Something related to construction. Constructive. Something like well structured. This story is very constructive. If advice, criticism, or actions are constructive, they are useful and intended to help or improve something. I appreciate your constructive feedback. That was kinda right. Just close. But I'm gonna put it hard. Okay. Let's finish the review time. And let's move on to chapter 35. Okay. Chapter 35. Chapter 35. Okay. Chapter 35 is about biology. Okay, let's do it. First sentence. Biology is the field of science involving the study of living organisms, including their physical structure, chemical processes, and physiological mechanisms. Biology is the field of science involving the study of living organisms, including their physical structure, chemical processes, and physiological mechanisms. Okay. Biology is the field. Biology. Biology. Biological. Biological clock. Biologically. 生物学的 Yield はわかる Involve もわかるね I am only going to attend this workshop if it involves free food. Don't involve. Involved. Organisms. I don't know where to put an accent. Organisms.
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 Organisms. Organisms. Organisms. Organisms, including their physical もわかるね physical structure, chemical processes, and physiological. This one, physiological. Physiological. Physiological means relating to the way in which the bodies of living things work. Physiological. Okay. Relating to the way in which the bodies of living things work. My physiological responses to public speaking are breathing quickly and sweating, so it's really obvious when I'm nervous. My physiological responses to public speaking are breathing quickly and sweating, so it's really obvious when I'm nervous. That's a nice sentence. Touching causes a physiological reaction. The physiological effects of deep sea diving. Understanding the physiologic processes involved in disease. Physiological. I think I can get more useful examples. Can you give me some casual examples of the word physiological? Okay. Running causes physiological changes in your body, like increased heart rate and sweating. When you're stressed, your body goes through a physiological response like faster breathing and tense muscles. Getting enough sleep is important for your physiological health, helping your body recover and recharge. Shivering is a physiological reaction to help your body stay warm in cold weather. When you're hungry, your body sends physiological signals like growing stomach to let you know it needs food. This one is nice. Okay, physiological mechanisms. Mechanisms か。Mechanism. Organism. Organisms. Mechanisms. It's the same accent. Mechanisms. わかるね。Okay, just one word. Biology is the field of science involving the study of living organisms, including their physical structure, chemical processes, and physiological mechanisms. Good. Let's move on to the second sentence. Although biology comprises a variety of complicated aspects of living organisms, there are a large number of unifying concepts which combine and synthesize them into a coherent, rational field. Ooh. A bit difficult. Although biology comprises a variety of complicated aspects of living organisms, there are a large number of unifying concepts which combine and synthesize them into a coherent rational field. Okay, one by one. Comprise. To have things or people as parts or members. To consist of. To consist of と一緒ってことか。To be the parts or members of something. To make up something. Okay. Then what's the difference? What's the difference between comprise and consist? Comprise and consist, right? They consist of. Okay. The words comprise and consist are often used to describe what something is made of, but they are used slightly differently. Here's the breakdown. Comprise meaning to include or contain as parts of a whole. The whole comprises the parts. Whole comprises parts. Okay. Example. The committee comprises 5 members. This means the whole committee is made up of 5 members. Comprise is often used without of. You wouldn't say comprise of, which is a common mistake. Consist, meaning to be made up of specific parts or elements. The parts consist of the whole. Whole consist of parts. Whole comprise parts. Example, the team consists of doctors, nurses, and therapists. Consist is almost always followed by of. So you can interchange the word consist of to comprise. Not exactly. Comprise and consist of are not fully interchangeable due to their different grammatical structures and usage patterns. Consist of. The team consists of doctors, nurses, and therapists. Incorrect. The team comprise of. Why? You can use comprise with of. Yeah, I know. I know that. So, this sentence. Can you say comprise. This team comprises でいいのかcomprises か。Oh, what? Overloaded? Come on, ChatGPT. Okay. Yes, you can say the team comprises doctor, nurses, and therapists. This is grammatically correct and means the same thing as this. Just remember, comprise should be used without of. Consist is always followed by of. Okay, so it's the same, right? And there is no differences in nuance. Comprise is consist of. There is a very subtle differences in nuance between comprise and consist of, but in most casual or everyday situations, they are nearly interchangeable. Then it's fine. I'm gonna put this. Here. And this, the bouquet. Okay, comprise. Biology comprises a variety of complicated aspects. Organisms. Of living organisms. There are a large number of unifying unify, to bring together, combine. If the new speaker of the house does manage to unify his warring party, it will be quiet and achievement. I don't know what this means. Unify. Unify, to make it unit or unite. What's the difference between unify and combine? And combine. I don't know how to spell. Combine. Unify. I wish somebody would unify all these different streaming services into one product. Okay. Unify and combine both mean bringing things together, but they have different nuances and usage. To bring separate parts together to create a single cohesive unit, it often emphasizes harmony and the idea of making things act as one. Focused, the idea of creating unity or oneness from diverse parts. Combine, to bring two or more things together so that they work together or become part of a whole. But it doesn't necessarily imply creating unity. It's often used for physical or functional mixtures. Simply bringing things together or mixing them. Okay. Emphasizing the creation of unity or harmony from diverse or divided elements. Okay. Example, the new leader aims to unify the country after years of division. They want to unify the different terms into one strong department. Teams. Different teams into one strong department. こっちの方がいいか。Unify, unity. Unification, unity, unite とかな。Okay. There are a large number of unifying concepts. Combined concepts. Which combine and this one. Combine がわかるから、synthesize. Synthesize. Means the production of a substance from simpler materials after a chemical reaction. The production of a substance from simpler materials. Ooh, not quite sure. How do I synthesize? What does synthesize mean? And give me some casual examples of the word. Synthesized. Not synthesized. Synthesize. Cannot edit. Synthesize. Synthesize means to combine different elements or ideas to form a new coherent whole. It's often used in contexts like science, writing, or music, where parts are brought together to create something new or improved. It's kind of similar to unify. In the lab, they were able to synthesize a new compound from several chemicals. For the report, I need to synthesize information from several sources to create a clear argument. The producer can synthesize different sounds to create a unique track. After reading the article, I was able to synthesize the main points into a summary. To make the sauce, you'll need to synthesize the flavor of garlic, herbs, and spices. To taking separate components and combining them to create something new or more complex. combine と近いか。combine と近いか。Is the word similar to the word combine? Question mark? We have a lot of great ideas already, so it shouldn't take us long to synthesize them into a plan of attack. Synthesize and combine are related, but they have slightly different. Oh no. Oh, that's fine. To combine elements in a way that creates something new, often with a focus on making a cohesive or innovative whole. It implies not just making things but blending them to form something that is more than just the sum of the parts. To bring two or more things together, but it doesn't necessarily imply the creation of something entirely new or innovative. It's more about putting things together. Scientists synthesize a new drug from various compounds. You can combine flour and sugar to make the cake batter. I see. I think I got it. To combine. It implies not just make. これ入れとこう。Difference from combine. Okay. Wait. Synthesize. I need to synthesize information from several sources to create a clear argument. Okay. Synthesize them. Combine. Which combine and synthesize. Them synthesize. Make something new. Them into a coherent. I don't know how to pronounce this. Coherent. Coherent. Coherent.
Coherent.
Coherent. Coherent.
Coherent.
Coherent. Coherent. Coherent. If an argument, set of ideas, or plan is coherent.
Coherent.
Coherent. It is clear and carefully considered, and each part of it connects or follows in a natural or reasonable way. If someone is coherent, you can understand what that person says. Is it related to the word cohesive? When she calmed down, she was more coherent, able to speak clearly and be understood. Coherent. It is clear and carefully considered, and each part of it connects or follows in a natural or reasonable way. Okay. And then let's put this as an example. あれ ?OK。Kevin's always really coherent, Emma. So I'm a bit surprised that you found him unclear. Coherent. Coherently. Coherence. I can't believe you anymore. There's no coherence between what you're saying and what you are doing. Coherence. これも入れとくか。I can't believe you anymore, period. There's no coherence between what you're saying and what you're doing. Okay. Coherent. Into a coherent, rational field. Rational. Based on clear thought and reason. There must be some rational explanation for what happened. Clear thought and reason. A rational act of action. A rational argument. He was too upset to be rational. Ooh. Okay. Tony's decisions are always rational and logical, but sometimes I think they are a bit harsh. Okay, there must be some rational explanation for what happened. Rational. Okay. Although biology comprises a variety of complicated aspects of living organisms, there are a large number of unifying concepts which combine and synthesize them into a coherent, rational field. I think if it's in Japanese, it's kind of hard to understand this sentence. Biology comprises a variety of complicated aspects of living organism. There are a large number of unifying concepts. Which combine and synthesize them into a coherent, rational field. Uh, そうした側面を結びつけ統合し、まとまりのある合理的な分野に統一する概念が多数存在する。Unifying concept which combined and synthesized them. I don't know what implies them. In this sentence, what does them indicate? Refers to the complicated aspects of living organisms. unifying concept which combine and synthesize them. The them here refers back to the complicated aspect of living organisms. So the unifying concepts are what bring these complex aspects together and make them coherent. Okay. Synthesize complicated aspects into a coherent regional field. Ah, I got it. A complicated aspect of living organisms. Okay. So many new words. Nice. Okay. Move on to the third sentence. These concepts include, for example, that cells are basic building blocks of organisms, genes are the fundamental units of heredity, and evolution is the engine that spurs and disrupts the creation of different species and contributes to their extinction. The concepts include, for example, that cells are the basic building blocks of organisms. Genes are the fundamental units of heredity, and evolution is the engine that spurs and disrupts the creation of different species and contributes to their extinction. Okay. Cells. Basic building block. Building block っていう単語か。Building blocks. The basic things that are put together to make something exist. Science and the art are the building blocks of a good education. Technologies like these are potentially the building blocks for carbon-free future. It was her firm belief that the best building blocks for a stable society were families. The building blocks of a new vaccine have been identified. During these critical years, the basic building blocks of literacy are acquired. これでいいかな。Your marks at university are a building block towards you having a successful career. The cells are basic blocks of organisms. Genes are the fundamental units of heredity. The process by which characteristics are given from a parent to their child through the genes. 遺伝か。Do you think we'll ever figure out if heredity or nature has more influence over what somebody becomes? Nurture か。Heredity versus genetics どちらも遺伝という意味ですが、厳密に言うと heredity は親から子へと受け継がれる性質のこと。Hereditary. Oh, that's the horror movie, Hereditary. Some genetics disorders are not hereditary. Heredity. Diet and exercise can influence a person's weight, but heredity is also a factor. Okay. I wanna sneeze. Oh, it's gone. Genes are the fundamental units of heredity, and evolution is the engine that supports. Spore. How do I pronounce this?
Spur.
Spur, 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 spur. Spur. To encourage an activity or development or make it happen faster. Spur. I think a corporate tax cut is needed in Japan to spur corporate investment. Spur, spur, spur.
Spur.
Spur, 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 spur. Rising consumer sales have the effect of spurring the economy to faster growth. Spur, 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 spur. Can you give me some casual examples of the word spur? Ooh. Nice, nice. Our success in a competition really spurred me to work harder on my own project. The discussion about the environment spurred several new ideas for our community project. The recent news of the company's expansion spurred a lot of interest among potential investors. Physical device. The cowboy used his spurs. ああ、そういうのもあるんだ。Spurs. Which one is good? The discussion about the environment spurred several new ideas for our community project. Let's put this here. Spur. Okay. And evolution is the engine that spurs and disrupts. Disrupts means distract. Disrupt.
Disrupt.
disrupt, disrupt. To prevent something, especially a system, process, or event from continuing as usual or as expected. Disrupt, disrupt. Wait, disrupt. What's the difference between disrupt and distract? Distract. Are related but have different meanings and applications. Okay. To interrupt or disturb. Interrupt or disturb something that is stopped or altered in a significant way. It often implies major or significant interruption that affects the normal flow or function. To divert someone's attention away from something they are focusing on, often causing them to lose focus or become less effective. Okay. What's the difference between disrupt and interrupt and disturb? What about these? Oh, what is this? What is this? どちらの回答がお好みですか? I don't want to read two of them. Just gonna read this. Are all involved interruptions or disturbances? Okay. Disrupt, to cause a major disturbance that significantly alters or halts the normal functioning or flow of something. To break the continuity of something temporarily by causing a pause or disruption. To interfere with or cause inconvenience to someone or something, often causing discomfort or unease. Summary. Causes a significant and often systemic. Are those interchangeable? Not fully interchangeable. Disrupt, major, often systemic interruption or change. Temporary break or pause in continuity. Causes discomfort or inconvenience, often personal. Okay, I'm just gonna paste this here. Where's my cursor? Okay. Drinking tea at night seems to disrupt my sleep, so I've started drinking milk instead. Of course, contains caffeine. Some people say that manufacturing is one of the industries that will soon be disrupted by artificial intelligence. Disruption, destruction. Disruptive. The iPhone was disruptive to the entire world of technology when it was first released. Okay. Heavy snow disrupted travel into the city this morning. The meeting was disrupted by a group of protesters who shouted and threw fruit at the speaker. Disrupt, interrupt, disturb. Okay. These concepts include, for example, that cells are basic building blocks of organisms, genes are the fundamental units of heredity, and evolution is the engine that spurs and disrupts the creation of different species and contributes to their extinction. Spurs and destruction. 促進と妨害ってことか。Extinction. Yeah, evolution can lead to their extinction. That's true. Okay. Let's move on to the last sentence. Out of these, evolution and the connected notion of natural selection are among the endlessly continuous areas of biology, as they contradict the basic doctrines of many major religions. Ooh, doctrines. A bit difficult. Out of these, evolution and the connected notion of natural selection are among the endlessly continuous areas of biology, as they contradict the basic doctrines of many major religions. Okay. Evolution, connected, natural selection, 自然選択 Natural selection, the process that results in the continued existence of only the types of animals and plants that are best able to produce young or new plants in the conditions in which they live. むずっ。自然選択。自然選択。Wait. Hold on. 自然選択。自然選択。生物の生存競争において少しでも有利な形質を持つものが生存して子孫を残し、適してないものは滅びること。OK。Evolution and the connected notion of natural selection are among the endlessly continuous areas of biology. Endlessly わかる continuous no, this is not continuous. Contentious か。Contentious contentious, opposing, evolving, or likely to cause disagreement and argument. Adjective. Contentious. We had a contentious relationship, so we decided to break up. Argumentative と一緒か。Contented. I've applied for the graduate position, but I'm not too confident about it because I'm contending with a lot of highly qualified people. Contentious. Is the word contentious similar to the word argumentative? Contentious. Similar in that both describe situations or individuals inclined toward argument or conflict, but they have slightly different connotations. Likely to cause or involve argument, disagreement, agreement, or conflict. Inclined to argue or engage in arguments. It often describes individuals who frequently participate in or provoke arguments. Often used to describe topics or situations that provoke disagreement or conflict, not necessarily people. The new law is a contentious issue among voters. Describes individuals or behavior that is characterized by frequent arguments or disputes. Our argumentative nature makes it hard to have a calm discussion. Okay, argumentative is one of the character of someone's, but continuous is not necessarily. Similar to argumentative. Contend. Contend. Contentious. Okay. Endlessly contentious areas of biology, as they contradict the basic doctrines of many major religions. Contradict. Contradict wa, I think I know the word. But I'm just gonna put it. Contradict. To say the opposite of what someone else has said, or to be so different from another fact or statement that one of them must be wrong. Wait. You've just contradicted yourself. You shouldn't contradict your boss. You can say that too. Contradiction. His explanations were full of contradictions, so I could easily tell he was lying. He was lying. Okay. And the last one. How do I pronounce this?
Doctrine.
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 Doctrine. Doctrine. Doctrine. Doctrine. Doctrine. Doctrine. Doctrine. A belief or set of beliefs, especially political or religious ones, that are taught and accepted by a particular group. Ah. Doctrine. The Monroe Doctrine is an old US policy opposing European colonialism. Monroe Doctrine. Monroe 主義。Monroe Doctrine. Monroe Doctrine. Doctrine. I want another examples. Christian doctrine. The president said he would not go against sound military doctrine. Can you give me some casual examples of the word doctrine? Doctrine. Doctoring. Okay. The church's doctrine emphasized compassion and forgiveness. The politician's views were heavily influenced by the doctrine of his party. The school's teaching doctrine focuses on hands-on learning and critical thinking. She follows a personal doctrine of always saying positive and helping others. Oh, Monroe Doctrine was a key part of US foreign policy in the 19th century. Formal set of beliefs or principles in various contexts, including religion, politics, education, personal values, and historical policies. Okay. これをこれかな Okay. Let's see. Out of these, evolution and the connected notion of natural selection are among the endlessly contentious areas of biology, as they contradict the basic doctrines of many major religions. Yes, I can understand. Is that true? Major religions. Maybe. Okay, let's review the words. Physiological means relating to the way in which the bodies of living things work. My physiological responses to public speaking are breathing quickly and sweating, so it's really obvious when I'm nervous. Comprise means consist of. The committee comprises 5 members. Unify means to bring together, combine. I wish somebody would unify all these different streaming services into one product. Synthesize means the production of a substance from simpler materials after a chemical reaction. It implies not just mixing things, but blending them to form something that is more than just the sum of the parts. We have a lot of great ideas already, so it shouldn't take us long to synthesize them into a plan of attack. Coherent means if an argument, set of ideas, or a plan is coherent, it is clear and carefully considered, and each part of it connects or follows in a natural or reasonable way. When she calmed down, she was more coherent. Rational, based on clear thought and reason. Tony's decisions are always rational and logical, but sometimes I think they are a bit harsh. Building blocks. The basic things that are put together to make something exist. Science and arts are the building blocks of a good education. Heredity means the process by which characteristics are given from a parent to their child through the genes. Do you think we'll ever figure out if heredity or nurture has more influence over what somebody becomes? Spur means to encourage an activity or development or make it happen faster. I think a corporate tax cut is needed in Japan to spur corporate investment. Disrupt means to prevent something, especially a system, process, or event, from continuing as usual or as expected. Drinking tea at night seems to disrupt my sleep, so I've started drinking milk instead. Contentious, similar to argumentative, but not only for a person. We had a contentious relationship, so we decided to break up. Contradict. To say the opposite of what someone else had said, or to be so different from another fact or statement that one of them must be wrong. You've just contradicted yourself. Doctrine. Doctrine. A belief of set of beliefs, especially political or religious ones, that are taught and accepted by a particular group. The church's doctrine emphasizes compassion and forgiveness. Okay. Ooh, it's already what time? 11:16. Oh, so many new words. Nice. So chapter 35 is done. Okay, in the next stream, I'm gonna do chapter 36, which is about neuroscience. Can be more difficult than this time, but let's finish the stream here for now. Okay. Okay. Okay, so thank you for watching and see you in the next stream. Bye bye. Thank you.